So what is going on, guys? This is Ryan here.
And this is Baz here.
And welcome to a different format for, I guess, a video we haven't done in a long time. And we kind of thought we should.
Yeah.
Because even though, like, FNAF seems to have quietened down a lot, we still want to do the occasional 1 or 2 videos, however regular it is, or irregular in this case.
Yeah.
And there's been some interesting stuff going on. And I think ultimately, because this channel did start out with FNAF, we need to keep going with this stuff because ultimately it is still a fascinating thing. And I'll let you take it away and just explain briefly what's been going on with Scott Games and also the FNAF World website.
Okay, so basically the over this time period of God knows how long since our last FNAF video, Scott has been constantly updating his websites with, you know, old footage of making the characters, you know, 3D modeling, stuff like that. And as of lately, his newest one on Scott Games is a rainbow Freddy, like Freddy coming off of a rainbow with 3 kids that we actually see in the Give Cake minigame. And then on FNAF World, we see what appears to be Baby, who once had her eyes open, but now has her eyes closed.
Yeah, so in a big summary, that is pretty much what's been happening over, I would say, about a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah.
Might be less, might be more time. But I think it's best that we start back at almost the beginning of the teasers, which kind of started this whole thing. And really, we had, like, static on the website of Scott Games. And that was, I think, to show, like, almost a change of channel.
Yeah.
And then what pops up is initially this Freddy character with what appears to be, like, a rainbow appearance to him.
Yeah.
And that was all we were really presented with to begin with.
Yeah, and in the source codes of these, beforehand, we got to add really is that there was a conversation going on between FNAF World and Scott Games, which loads of people believe to be sister location 2. But then Scott kind of confirmed that he didn't really want to work on FNAF anymore, as it felt like he was forcing himself to do it rather than he wanted to do it. So he's working on this new tycoon game.
Exactly. So I think there's 2 different ways this can go. We're going to be given fors and against for each one. And then ultimately it'll be for you guys to decide. So back towards the Rainbow Freddy. What we can see here is the original sprite from, I think, the FNAF 2 version, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And it appears to have like this rainbow kind of trailing behind him. You guys can see it on screen now. And he's holding the cake. And this, I think if Scott is trying to tease a tycoon game, it was probably the weirdest way to do it because he's using sprites from what is the one establishment we haven't had any backstory on for the FNAF 2 lore.
Yeah.
So it's interesting why we would choose that and, for example, not something we've seen before in a different scenario.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, this could either be one or 2 things. My argument of it was that, or it was Matt Pat as well who said it, that it could just be the time zone in which we're based, because you can see the rainbow is kind of like a representation of an early 70s computer.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, the little logos that they have. And obviously, the sprite that we see is Freddy from Fredbear's Diner. So I thought personally that it was going to be a time zone of when the game was based.
Yeah.
Which would have been in the 70s.
And that also backs the whole concept that Fredbear's Family Diner came before Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Or should I say the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So it almost felt like he was teasing that to be like he's going back in time to do a prequel.
Yeah.
And then further back in this was when the website updated and it showed then 3 children's sprites, which again taps straight into that FNAF 2 minigame. So Scott, like, if you're trying to tease a tycoon, this is a misleading way. And like, even if so, maybe he did that to keep us on edge. So everyone was like questioning it.
Well, maybe if it is a tycoon game, maybe these guys will show up somewhere in this game. But I'm trying to think how that game would be, if it's going to be like a FNAF World kind of game or... So tycoon, what was that referring to again?
It's referring to like, I think it might be like a Monopoly type thing. Or
okay, got
where,
you.
you know, you've got to buy pizzas for 10, then you've got to get employees to do something else.
Oh,
and
like
then,
a cartoon.
So think like YouTube Tycoon, if you ever played that.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like that sort of thing. I think that's what's going on here. And I think the key, if he is like making a tycoon game, is to run almost like a successful, I guess,
pizza
chain.
Business. Yeah.
I think so, yeah. But it's just interesting why Freddy's still hot. Kenny. It's just interesting why Freddy is holding a cake when, if it was going to be like a pizza tycoon thing, like this is exactly what happens in the FNAF 2 minigame.
Yeah. Give cake to the children.
And I think what would be interesting though is if Scott tried to combine almost this tycoon game, but also insert some secrets.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking, because in FNAF World, that's what he done, didn't he? With the whole baby killing the creator kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like, it could be like during the game that it does get dark, you know, it's nice and cute, and then there's killings that actually happen.
Maybe it shows like the light of like the tycoon, and then the after hours is more dark. What's actually going on with the business and stuff, and what they're doing to race to the top.
Yeah, this game's going to be like a sponsorship for... I reckon he is going to release a new FNAF game.
You think? Yeah.
Definitely going to release a new one, and this is going to be a kind of stepping stone towards that.
So kind of like what FNAF World was.
Yeah.
I think so, because that would actually make sense at the same time, because you have to think, guys, what's going on also on the ironically FNAF World website, where we had the baby's eyes open. This was like a 3D baby, and really what started the whole talk of FNAF 6 And then, like, as Scott is teasing these kind of sprite imagery, then what we see is the baby closing her eyes completely.
Yeah.
So to me, what that might be is almost like a metaphor for saying, like, you know, the project was being worked on when the eyes are open, you know, but when, you know, you close your eyes, you sleep, you associate it with rest. Maybe he's in like a resting phase for the project, and he doesn't want to work on it, and he wants to instead shift his attention to this game instead in the meantime.
Well, I was thinking that the source code could be a metaphor for what's actually happening right here. So they was talking, there was like, there's not enough room for you or something like that. They were talking about how we overrun you. Then I think Baby was like, you're nothing without me. I think that this is a way of saying, you know, give us our spotlight, our little game, and then you know, Baby's gonna come in later kind of thing.
Yeah, it's almost like Baby did listen, closed their eyes, and now just kind of letting this whole thing flow.
For now, anyway. Yeah.
And interestingly enough, then we had a complete follow-up with, I think, what then maybe Scott had thought about, you know what I was saying about how it may be misleading people thinking like the FNAF 2 game. Because it then showed a Freddy juggling freaking pizzas. Like, that is not happening to any lore, I'm pretty sure.
No.
So I think that was to say, you know, this game's all about fun, the whole circus aspect, you're having fun. Oh God, I've just started another theory now, haven't I?
Yeah.
But it's kind of trying to, I think, get now into our heads that the next game is all about fun.
Yeah.
Or at least part of it. Hopefully there's going to be some lore, maybe some dark spots to it. And I guess once he started updating these sprites as well, something popped up in the source code about a paragraph.
Yeah, in every single, in each website and in the source code, every single line said, what is paragraph 4?
Yeah.
It could either be a question from the perspective of an animatronic, or it could be a hint towards us to say what the project is. And the 4th paragraph of Scott's latest update was referencing his Tycoon game. So
it seems like, you know, that could tie in, or as Matt Pat said, it's about his script.
Somehow Scott knew when it began.
Scott's a hacker, confirmed.
Yeah.
And in terms of news, guys, that's really what's been happening. So I think the irregular updates allow us to talk about more rather than kind of doing like short 2-3 minute videos, because this was a big compilation to keep you guys in the loop for those interested.
Yeah.
And really, that's everything to do with FNAF World and Scott Games and our thoughts. And yeah, we encourage you guys to let us know down below your own thoughts, because as of this moment, no one still knows the 100% truth. So theories are the way to go.
Yeah, I think that's the way Scott likes it.
Exactly.
You can never guess with Scott. It's what you guess 1 minute, and when it comes out, it's nothing of what you actually expected. If you guys did enjoy this theory video, and wow, when there's more videos to do theories on, we will be sure to do them. But if you did like this, be sure to leave a like rating down below. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe for future theories and also the gaming videos.
Absolutely. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. We of course hope you did enjoy, and we will of course see you on the next one. Goodbye, guys.
See you later.
Help.
Want to see even more content from us?
Consider liking and subscribing to ensure you'll see all content in the foreseeable future.
And hey, why not check out our past 2 videos?